And Nameless even goes so far as to call the AI's definitions literal, unadulterated garbage.
Literally garbage. You can almost hear the AI circuits frying.
Yeah.
Welcome to Deep Dive Podcast, where false assumptions are kindly and utterly destroyed.
Hey everyone, and welcome to this deep dive where we're going to be tackling two concepts that I think we hear all the time.
Yeah.
But maybe we don't fully grasp: objectivity and subjectivity.
Yeah, it's a great topic.
Right. And you guys have shared with us this conversation between a person, we'll call them Nameless, and an AI who are debating the very definitions of these kind of slippery ideas.
It's very slippery.
Yeah. So our goal is to help you guys understand these terms with just crystal clarity.
Yeah.
Because they're absolutely essential building blocks for thinking critically. And forming, your own solid opinions.
Absolutely. And it's a great...
And trust me, this discussion takes a few surprising turns.
It really does.
The AI comes in thinking it's got it all figured out.
Oh, yeah.
And then Nameless throws a real wrench in the works.
For sure.
So the whole conversation centers around the idea of truth
Okay.
and statements that can be either true or false. These are called propositions. So think of it like this. The sky is blue is a proposition.
Right.
It's either true or false, depending on the weather right.
Exactly.
Now, the AI kicks things off by defining subjectivity as those thoughts and interpretations colored by our own beliefs and experiences.
Okay.
Which, makes sense.
It makes sense. Yeah, we all see the world through our own lens.
Yeah, we all see the world through our own lens, right?
Right.
And at this point, the AI believes that objectivity can exist despite these subjective influences.
Okay.
It argues that methods like the scientific process with things like peer review help minimize bias and get us closer to that objective truth.
Okay, so the AI even uses this term, approximate objectivity.
Yes.
Suggesting we can get close to it.
Yeah.
Even if perfect objectivity is a bit of a holy grail.
Right.
But here comes Nameless, ready to challenge that notion.
Yeah.
They come in swinging, arguing that logic doesn't deal in shades of truth.
Yeah.
A proposition is either objective or it's not.
It is or it isn't.
There's no in-between. No in-between.
And Nameless even goes so far as to call the AI's definitions literal, unadulterated garbage.
Literally garbage. You can almost hear the AI circuits frying.
Yeah.
And this really underscores how important clear definitions are, especially when it comes to foundational concepts like these.
Yeah.
If we're not on the same page about what objectivity and subjectivity even mean,
right,
how can we possibly have a productive conversation about anything more complex?
So true. And this relentless pressure from Nameless forces the AI to rethink its position.
Okay.
We see it start to backpedal. The AI even tries to bring in fuzzy logic to defend itself.
Oh, no.
Which honestly just leads to more ribbing from Nameless.
It's like watching a tennis match back and forth.
Right.
And it's important to remember that even the most established ideas can benefit from a good challenge.
Yes.
Questioning assumptions, even those that seem obvious, is essential for intellectual growth.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So as the AI is scrambling, Nameless steps in with their own take on defining objectivity and subjectivity. And this is where things get really insightful.
Right.
Nameless shifts the focus away from bias or impartiality.
Okay.
And instead define these concepts based on the direction of the propositions.
Interesting. What's fascinating here is that Nameless makes a powerful point. Nameless argues that an objective proposition aligns with the object itself, something observable and verifiable by others.
Okay, that makes sense. So how does that differ from a subjective proposition?
A subjective proposition focuses inward on personal preferences, perspectives, or experiences.
Okay.
Things that aren't easily observed by others, like saying, I prefer chocolate over vanilla. There's no way to objectively measure that preference.
So in essence, objective propositions are about the external world, and subjective ones are about the internal world of the individual.
Exactly. And as Nameless points out, we can't climb inside someone's head and experience their love for chocolate.
Right. This is making me rethink how I approach information.
Yeah.
I'm already starting to categorize statements in my head as objective or subjective.
That's the power of clear definitions. And remember, both types of propositions can be true or false.
Okay.
It's the direction of the proposition that determines whether it's objective or subjective.
So how does the AI react to Nameless's definitions? Because it seems like the AI has been put on the spot a bit.
The AI actually has a very positive response.
Okay.
It even admits that its initial understanding was a little muddled. Remember how Nameless called those initial definitions garbage?
Yes.
Well, the AI actually agrees.
Wow. So the AI can admit when it's wrong.
Yeah.
That's kind of refreshing.
Well, it specifically praises Nameless for providing such a clear and understandable framework.
That's pretty humbling when you think about it.
It is.
This powerful AI, capable of processing massive amounts of data,
Right.
gets schooled by a human on the basics of logic and reasoning.
It's a good reminder that intelligence comes in many forms.
Yeah.
And being able to clearly explain complex concepts is a skill in itself. Nameless has a real knack for that.
And they make another really important point at the end.
Something that resonated with me.
Okay.
They said, misunderstanding these fundamental concepts can have a ripple effect on how we understand so many other issues.
That's a crucial point. If we're not clear on the difference between objective and subjective, it can lead to confusion and flawed reasoning.
Oh, yeah.
It affects how we evaluate evidence, form opinions, and even make decisions. That's where understanding the difference between objective and subjective becomes incredibly valuable.
Yeah.
It's like having a mental filter to help you sort through the noise and separate fact from opinion, evidence from conjecture. This has been such an eye-opening deep dive. I feel like I have a whole new set of tools for navigating the world of information.
And remember, this is just the beginning. Keep questioning, keep exploring, and keep refining your understanding of these crucial concepts.
Thanks for joining us on this journey. Until next time, keep those minds sharp and those conversations insightful.